Pink Friday was my go-to.
What? Your love. I'm just trying to really understand where in, like, at what point of you knowing that you're an established, highly regarded icon. We can give Nicki that.
Absolutely.
In what part of that journey do you get bitter? All right, we live.
All right.
Episode 5 of the Midseason Podcast. Welcome back.
Absolutely.
We got Jay in the building.
Y'all know what it is. We got to get one of those things. I just press the button.
I'm telling you.
Turn me up.
All right. This episode is going to be very honed in. It's a couple things. It's been a couple weeks. We've kind of been on the bi-weekly tip. And everything about the last 2 weeks as it pertains to culture, media, entertainment, society has reflected a need for this conversation.
Yeah, I feel like that's the tip we've been on though.
Right.
Society, culture, media is that the theme of the season?
Coming to you live. It's gotta be.
It feels like it.
Because these are, I think it just shows that the discussions are timely.
Yeah, for sure.
We are very, very, very on time. So
absolutely.
I'm gonna just set it off.
Yeah, set us off.
No, he got a gun. I want a motherfucking. All right. So let's, in terms of, I'll speak to what you've gathered.
Okay.
There is a little bit of an emphasis in the media, the newsrooms, culture, sports, entertainment, film. There is a generational divide that is coming to the forefront, and it's coming rapidly. Pause.
Yeah, it does seem like a very.
No, it don't seem, nigga.
It is a very like focus point of contention. This generational kind of divide.
We are there, right? Like, I got like a couple reference points.
Yeah,
I'll set it off with let's call it this. The framework that we're gonna put it in right here is the OGs versus the RNs. Okay,
and break down, what are the RNs?
Not real niggas.
Not registered nurses. Not real niggas.
Not those. This is the right nows.
Right.
This is the people that's entering their primes on their runs.
Yeah.
The OGs, y'all look kind of bad.
The 19s. That's what Joe Budden called it. The 19s.
That's what Joe. Shout out Joe. That y'all looking sad.
Yeah.
Collectively. Why? Well, I'll speak to different reasons. Nicki Minaj. You kind of like, because I'm a musician, that's where my eyes go first. And because so I'm in the music industry.
And because you were a barb.
And because I was August.
Once upon a time, Nia was a barb. So barbs, just
please address them, because oh my God, they'll dock the fuck out of us.
Yeah, we don't want to get doxxed, okay? As coming to you as a once upon a time brother. Been there, love Nicki, right? Don't have no ill will towards Nicki, but we also have to hold Nicki accountable.
We have been holding everyone accountable.
And Nicki don't get the slide just cause, you know, the what was it? Pink Friday was my go-to.
What? Your love. I'm just trying to really understand where in, like, at what point of you knowing that you're an established, highly regarded icon. We can give Nicki that.
Absolutely.
In what part of that journey do you get bitter? Now, I don't have a fucking answer because I reject that being a part of my journey to legendary.
Yeah.
I don't. But that's the tone of it.
Yeah.
It's funny because on the way here, you started saying like she is looking real like she in a cycle.
It's cyclical.
What her argument was with
Kim. Absolutely, with Kim. And it feels like, you know, Kim Kim never bothered nobody. Kim just,
She bothered bitches.
but
I'm a
not.
leader. You on some following shit.
But that was,
I
feel like that was accountability. Like you coming in this game thinking, I know, because then she had.
That was against Foxy.
Yeah, I was about to say everybody had it with Foxy, but that's because Foxy was. So, but it feels like Nicki got it for everybody now that she's kind of got the title. Now that she's holding the trophy, it's kind of like, hey, you bitches will never touch me here. You know,
it doesn't.
It just don't give. Me personally, beefing with SZA.
Now SZA just a gifted liar.
She's got the gift of gab. She can lie and she's good at it. And you know what? Sometimes you need that.
You see how the sky just dropped the bomb? That was
type
quite
shit.
literally a bomb.
Type
it
shit.
is thundering out
type
here in
shit.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
SZA be out the way.
Yeah.
And
what you want to be.
Not.
Yeah.
So basically, speaking to that situation. So there's apparently there's like a series of tweets from a SZA Twitter account. I don't remember the specific year.
Yeah.
It was giving 2011-ish. I could be wrong. That's long enough ago that we shouldn't be digging that up.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Right? You digging up tweets about her, talking shit about Rihanna singing. Everybody has done that.
I'm like, the fact that Rihanna is not a vocal powerhouse don't mean she's not a gifted musician.
Like,
and
it is what it is.
It is what it is, because Rihanna in and of herself is just like, she don't have to be the greatest singer in the world because her music is still phenomenal.
Right.
I'm like, when Auntie came out,
in addition to other contributions.
In addition to other things, it's just like, she is a gifted artist.
There's tweets apparently that SZA made about Beyonce, and Nicki's whole argument is like, you doing a lot of saving face. This ain't even really how you feel about them per these tweets. And I'm just like, OG.
Yeah.
You looking sad.
Yeah, I'm like, and like, this is, again, like you said, if the timeline is right, this is circa 2011. We a decade away now. This is not no Neon versus black people type shit that happened 2, 3, 4 years ago. And he trying to save face after the Breakfast Club. Just hilarious. She get on my fucking nerves, but you did this right. So I'm gonna give her some points because she did no apology.
Okay,
but we talking. Unfortunately, everybody has an opinion, and sometimes and everybody has an opinion on Beyonce. Everybody has an opinion on Rihanna. Right. Everybody has that opinion because they have their opinions on Jay-Z. And so,
and Nicki is very loud about in this whole thing about her issue with him as per a list that I think DJ Academics put out sometime last month, where she like, Jay-Z ruined sports, music, social media. The jig is up. People finding out, and I'm like, I have to say, anytime
the jigga is up.
Okay, jigga. I have to say that anytime a very notable name comes into play when somebody is crashing out, being blackballed, or just really earning the crazy spiraling title, I'm like, okay, there's
gotta be some truth
up in here somewhere.
The truth is in the room with us somewhere,
and we gonna find it. But that don't excuse how you are projecting on the right now. Because
I feel like that's what's happening. You have an issue with someone who's in your class, and instead of, she is directing, she is addressing Jay-Z directly. She's called him out by name.
Period.
But I think, SZA, Rihanna, they're getting residual shots.
As have a lot of upcoming female rappers. And I'm just like, I'm still not okay with how she did Lotto. Yeah. Considering Lotto's first mission of business was like coming onto the scene, paying homage, which is what she swore she did to Kim.
Yeah, homage and being humble. I can give Lotto that. Again, I got my issues with everybody. So obviously I got my issues with Lotto and her message.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I can say that I did recognize the grace in which she came onto the scene for,
It was modest.
Those rappers, especially female rappers that came before her.
It's not like fucking Trevor Jackson who trying to scrub our memory of him being a Disney child. We know where you came from, Trevor. She's very much like she honored that journey from rap game, but and then rebranded and earn her spot. Nicki let her have, when she, that's one OG.
Yeah.
Jim Jones.
Jim Jones is the next.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jimothy Jones.
For him, it's kind of like, because we could sum Nicki Minaj up and say Nicki Minaj versus everybody. It's a category of people that she's got a riff with.
Yeah.
Jim Jones, same thing. There is an archetype for the nigga that's triggering Jim Jones right now.
True.
Pusha T, Nas, two very different artists, two very different contributors to the rap space, to culture, but very similar in that dope. Nas' message from the 90s has matured and never been diluted or distorted.
Yeah.
Pusha's message, it has always been pure white, not white people.
Yeah.
Susie.
Yeah.
He's honored his past. It's matured, but we respect that.
Right.
It's been authentic. I think that's what I'm getting at.
It's been a consistent message, but the message has evolved.
It's evolved.
It's an evolution. I think Jim Jones is missing evolution. This nigga still think he 20 in Harlem.
He go on fucking, who was he talking with?
The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne.
You go and you telling Charlamagne, can you name 5 Pusha T songs?
And that nigga say yes and start naming them.
You must be like a fan or something. Quite literally, that's typically how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, don't ask me 5 Mariah the Scientist songs. I'm not a fan.
Right.
I'm not here to discredit that people out here know 5 or more.
Yeah.
So he set himself up on top of the fact that what you bragging on is, cause do he got the ladies around still wanting to sleep with him?
Right.
He's married.
He's married. Wait, he say?
Chrissy is still your girlfriend.
Poor Chrissy. May that love never find me. But he's like, do you got people that's like talking your slang? Do you have people that want to dress like you? Like everybody in New York dress like you, Jim Jones, because it's New York. That's the culture.
I'm like, brother.
And I get it. I'm not gonna take it away from the Diplomats. I'm not gonna take it away.
No, we're not. No,
I'm not gonna take away from Dipset. I'm not.
If we talking about Dipset, I believe Cameron and Jewels.
Yeah, Cam.
As the Jewels. And then Cam, I believe them to be the pioneers of that. I believe Jim to have been the nigga probably with the deepest pockets.
Right.
Probably that type of shit. Maybe because they got him into even rapping. I know the story, not specifically to them, speaking to niggas I know in real life.
Right.
Typically the nigga that's in the studio that don't rap, he the plug or he got the bread. That's what Eazy-E was, rest in peace.
Type shit.
You get me? So like Eazy-E ain't coming. That was already an existing thing that Cube and them was doing.
Right.
So for him to be like, do you got niggas dressing like you? We love Dipset. We love the Diplomats. We ignorantly thought y'all was gonna bust the Locks ass back once upon a time in Versus.
And then Kiss was like, I got 100 guns, 100 clips, nigga. And when he said, I was like, yo.
Jada said I was bald by choice.
Yo, I forgot how hard. I skipped
Everybody did.
I skip Fat Joe verse every time, but New York, that song. Crazy timeless.
Everybody did.
And so, ignorantly, I was like, you remember when they said 20-piece locks and McNuggets? That shit had me cracking up. I was like, that's memorable.
Brother, everybody was in the wrong. And I think it's because, like you said, we wasn't thinking music in totality. We was thinking these was some of the flyest niggas
We was thinking
out.
optics.
Yeah, what?
We was thinking optics.
We was thinking, damn, they got the girl songs. They got the women.
Yeah.
They got the swag. They did have a lingo. They like this,
but I'm like
catalog.
My biggest thing is
substance.
Yeah,
evolution. The Locks was up there sounding how like
the locks.
polished.
I remember, and shout out mommy. Mommy would say this every time. You was on clips hard as a youngin'. Hard.
Me?
Yes, you nigga. Rapping. I think she was like you rapping clips at 6. But I'm just like with Nas, my history going back into Nas, like you can't get me off. Like obviously Ether is my shit, and because I got feelings about Jay-Z. But the message, that song is like that kind of hooked me on Nas.
And rightfully so. And here's and so for Jimmy to like put himself up, that's not even like it should be OG versus OG. But considering how
you think there'd be valor amongst veterans.
No, considering how Pusha is evolving still, he's a right now. It's his time right now.
Yeah, it's so interesting how Pusha and Malice are OGs that are right now. I love seeing that.
And I think that's the resentment there.
Yeah.
Candace Parker, I'm talking to you next.
Cracking up.
But before we get to her, because that's going to take us to another direction.
Absolutely.
Layla Ali.
Step to the front, please.
OG.
Step to the front, please.
Big homie. Shorty said, pardon me, you are not a shorty. That woman said, it's going to take 15 mil, 20 mil before y'all get me in a ring. Clarence, are we calling her Clarence or Clarissa?
I'm going to call her Clarissa because I want to get punched in the face.
All right, facts.
I can't fight.
I can, but not how she throw.
I can't fight like that. She got a ring IQ that I don't got.
Mrs. Papoose.
My bag, my man, my pap.
She came and answered the call.
Yeah.
You said you needed 15, 20 million.
Right.
We got the money.
Right.
Let's set it up. This is within a week or two.
Right.
Layla, you quite literally have got to get in that fucking ring now.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing her because she's been, people tend to start talking wildly ridiculous when they are promoting or resurfacing. So she on some like cooking show, doing like hosting, and she been anchoring at like doing sports broadcasting now naturally.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is not how you want to get back on the scene. Looking like a bitter OG. You undefeated. You retired undefeated.
Word.
Now you got to get back in the ring, and I'm not going to say Clarissa going to knock her out because I just watched the Clarissa fight for the first time.
Word.
She hold like 4 titles at one time, like in all classes. I think she got a title in every class, or I'm not sure how boxing works. So don't tweak on the other side. But like, very decorated. And I watched her fight, and her opponent was not a Layla. In physique, in strategy, because I used to watch Layla fight.
Right.
I have favorite boxers. I used to watch Roy Jones. You know what I mean? For you to have gone an entire 10 rounds, these were non-debatables. I think the old girl only had like 3 rounds, so 7-3.
Yeah.
For this woman to have kept up with you for 10 rounds and you gonna call out Layla, you gotta hope that she not on some Creed shit,
cracking up,
and been preparing for the wrong for the right nigga to call her out, and then meet you there. However, for Layla to kind of be, it gives that she's acting ignorant to Clarissa's success, and milestones,
and ability,
and that part for me is whack as hell.
Yeah. I think that's a big thing where it's like, I understand, like, because I don't know much about that part of sport boxing. I watch the knockouts. I watch clips.
Yeah, type shit.
I'm a clip farmer.
Yeah.
I watch people get knocked out. It's my favorite thing to do.
Right.
But I think generally speaking, amongst in any sport, because music is a sport, and then we got like, physical sports, I think it's irresponsible to be aware of like stats. It's irresponsible to be aware of stats
Mm-hmm.
and ignore like natural ability.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that obviously Layla Ali being Layla Ali, not only does she have
in her and on her
in her DNA,
Yep.
but also we've seen it.
Yep.
We've also seen,
and we honored it.
and we've
When
also
it was your time, we honored that.
and we've also seen something with Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's like, if y'all do this, it'll be a payday for both of y'all, and it'll be good press for both of y'all.
It would. Here's my thing with the right now. I need, and it's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I need, in some ways, people feel justified in having the opinions that they do about her,
Mm-hmm.
because that's not the leading story. You
Right.
lead with papoose,
Right.
and then it's your career.
Yeah,
that tells it.
Yeah.
That part make it look like,
that part make you look a little,
because you beefing with Remy and you with this,
Yeah.
like that. If we turn that down a little bit and really just amplify what you stand on, being from Flint, Michigan, and having the gold medal 2 years back to back from 2015, 2016, something like that, like at a young age. Like let that legacy talk. I need people to let the legacy and the legwork talk.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to talk about your relationship
Yeah,
status.
yeah.
You going against somebody with the last name Ali. Now again, I don't know what,
but it's still legacy there.
it's legacy there. It's respect there. It's access. Layla, if like I said, if she want to go demon time, she probably still has access to those resources.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it regardless.
right.
But I just need you as an OG to just put some respect on it right now.
Yeah,
Cause I think I've heard Clarissa not give her respect. She just like, y'all just not going big yourself up by saying I'm not doing what you see me doing.
right.
And I'm gonna always respect anybody saying that.
Absolutely. Stand 10.
Stand 10 on it.
Stand 10. I think that's the biggest thing. Is like, I really like seeing everybody that is right now stand on their shit.
Brother,
I love seeing that.
it's like the fucking, I don't know, it's a renaissance of that. It's a wave of that.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Candace Parker, get your ass over here.
Step to the front, please.
You know she my OG.
I know.
As a hooper, first of all, I wanted to go to Tennessee when Candace was playing.
Yeah.
Like watching Candace play, I'm going to Tennessee.
Mhm.
I also had a thing for Maryland because Christy Tolliver was out there hooping. On the note of Maryland, Angel Reese is right now.
Right.
Candace.
Candace.
I knew you were about to say that shit. Angel Reese is right. She's having right now.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody, it's a whole thread about that shit. The lead of it was like, Candace Parker is really going through it, watching these new athletes come in with NIL deals, demanding more pay at All-Star Weekend, enjoying All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, the resentment that a lot of the OGs in women's basketball right now have, I can understand it from a point of like, damn, that quite literally didn't even seem plausible. Or did that shit even exist when I was Candace Parker, when I came into the league and was Rookie of the Year and MVP. That's never been done. It still has not been topped.
Right.
OG. However, you held a couple other records. That Angel is broken in her second year as a pro. Let her have that.
Yeah.
We don't care if you're a fan of Caitlyn. It does bother me a bit. But it wouldn't if you weren't seemingly a fan as a result of discounting somebody else.
Yeah.
I'll never be a fan of that type of shit.
It would be even less of an issue if you were not a fan of Caitlyn and discounting who they're trying to make her adversary, Angel Reese.
You know they pulled a race card. You know it's
God ain't give me the card for me to not pull it.
Listen, they like to see this, to see you as a legend tearing down this black woman and her. You open up that door when you start talking like that. Mm-hmm. Especially when on the counter you like, well, would you pick her, Angel Reese, over Paige? You picking her over Sabrina?
They not even the same position.
Nigga, what do I need? I need a facilitator or do I need some boards?
Are you picking an electrician over a carpenter? Bitch, I need a house.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's solely hate, but Candace, it is giving resentment.
Yeah. I miss when resentment was quiet. You know? I miss when resentment was like, you know, I'm a hate on you, but in the comfort of my own home. Like I gotta just take this L. I gotta take this on the chin. And I might sound shady in the interview. Like Busta Rhymes did when Twister came out. Beautiful. I love that. I miss when resentment was quiet. Now resentment is so loud, and then everybody wants to just call resentment. It's my opinion. It's more than opinion. Yeah, it's a trigger. Something. It's a trigger. And I'm just like, I get it. Everybody gets triggered. That's life. Okay. But you got to look at yourself. I think when it comes to this generational divide, there's a lot more confidence, accessibility, and resources for the younger generation. Shout out to us. Shout out to us. Thank God. We work for that. And I'm like, I'm not going to discount the older generation because they had to work towards it. Absolutely. So it's just like, you know what? If it wasn't for you, OG, I wouldn't be here. But now I'm here, so shut the fuck up. Also, now I'm here, and how I got here 9 times out of 10 is different than how you did. I could put you on something. Exactly. At this point. There's always something to learn from the younger generation. Vicky asked me to shout out. I'm going to shout out my younger sister. What up, Vic? What up, Vic? That little nigga, 15, taught me patience. Right. So I'm like, you know. Shit, my kid, what up, DJ? He pissed me off last night. I'll tell you off the record, but this morning, I kind of had an attitude with him, and he sensed that. So I was quiet. He walked up to me. He was like, I just want to say I'm sorry for last night. Good guy. I'm like, damn, this nigga not scared to say sorry? Good guy. Oh. See? Older generation. Your mother. Right, taught me how to write. Walking around with attitude. Taught me how to write. I know how to write analog. Use my brain. I got that from an older generation. I know how to deal with white people. I got that from an older generation. I'm like, there's things to be learned from everybody. We can't just be resenting each other because of shit. Gilly said, I'm not teaching nobody shit because I'll be damned if a nigga climb over me. If a nigga take my spot. God damn. Like, damn, nigga. Like, fucking, go twerk in another video, get a bag, you be good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like, $1 million worth of game. He said, discounted game, selected game. I'm gonna get a couple things. I'm like, yeah, but I'm just like, yeah, the generational divide is just interesting. It's like, it's so hard to watch, but it's so interesting to watch because it's like, the older you get, the more you start telling on yourself. Yeah. And it's like, you know, the younger generation, they could keep shit covert. I like that this generation is so shady. But it's just like, yeah, the more I listen to the older generation who holds these resentments, they will tell you exactly why they hold their resentments and their reasoning for their opinions. Listen, the only RN right now who I'm not giving a break, and then I want to segue this into your thing. Only one that's not getting a break from me is Jackie Christie's daughter. She'll never get a break from me. And come here with your fast ass because you on your mama platform. Absolutely. So in that space, your mom's an OG. Absolutely. No OG, not you. Cracker. Ocho Cinco with me. Not you. Jackie Christie is her platform. That is her space. Yeah, she been there since season 1. I can't count. She been there for decades. I can't count. Listen, whatever. That type of resentment from her to Jackie played out from the moment she stepped foot onto the camera. I know you're not really watching it. I don't watch it. Like I said, I clip farm. That's my type of reality. I can't do Zeus, but I will basketball wives, housewives. Yeah. I could do like, you know, like I said, I got clips of it, and for the most part, I've always known that there was, because like you said, that's the daughter Jackie was there for. Okay. And I understand every child has resentments. Every child will have a mother wound. Every child will have a father wound, and it'll come out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, you in Jackie's hotel room, you on Jackie's platform,
As an antagonist,
in front of Jackie's cameras, in Jackie's hotel room.
Okay.
And Jackie's inviting you to have a conversation where you can let out your resentments as long as it's respectful.
And you
playing antagonist.
And then immediately following, you play victim.
Mm-hmm. And I think that
the viewers who were watching,
the whole
we
thing.
saw.
Yeah.
Evelyn and them ain't see. They are getting what Chantel relayed to them.
Yeah.
Of course, they're like, oh my God, she hit
you?
I'm a mom. You know,
I'm a mother.
You know, Evelyn think my daughter, anything about her daughter is going to tear her to shreds.
Yeah.
She crying.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you manipulating that situation.
Yes. And I think that's
but the viewers at home,
we clock it.
Most of us, some of us is like, oh my God, she wouldn't even hear her daughter.
And those
out.
are the ones who will do the same thing off camera to their parents.
Bummy.
I think that's something, that's the way resentment comes out from the younger generation, is that, and again, like these are mother wounds. This is misdirected anger.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I understand everybody resents a parent for something. And it's usually never something the parent does intentionally unless your parent is a narcissist.
Yeah.
And I know a covert narcissist, an overt narcissist.
Mm.
So it always comes out so misdirected because it's like, I don't even know what she wants from her mother. It sounds like she wants her mother to be like, well, I'm sorry I was such a shitty parent to you.
Well, if you come, here's my thing. At any point with anybody, first of all, respect is going to absolutely be the first requirement. And it may be the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can do all your things. But it's like, in that moment, Jackie was very like, wait, should I know what you're talking about? Like, and regardless of if you felt like she was playing in your face or whatever, if you came there to address it, then be direct.
Yeah.
You know why we're here. It's this, put it on the table and hold her accountable versus being like, oh, it don't even matter. We passed that now. You know what? Then why are you in room 6, whatever?
I'm like, you can't even articulate to the person you mad at the shit that you mad about, but you in there expecting her to grovel on her knees and be like, I'm so sorry I didn't do this. You can't say, she's
looking for a peach. Wrong show.
Yeah, I'm like, you sitting there like, because again, resentments can be crazy. You can have a resentment toward a parent for not being able to provide you the things that you wanted, and so you feel like now that you're an adult, you got this hyper independence and you want to live a soft life.
Right.
It's not your fault your parents is probably poor.
Right.
But you still have that resentment because as a child you want things and you want more than the necessities. You want things that you want.
It's there is an entire dialogue that needs to be had in regards to this divide in totality. Mm-hmm. For now, I wanted to bring that up, but for now it really looks like the OGs need to gracefully accept and adapt to what's happening right now, and be it don't make no sense to think of yourself as a source of something and not be a resource for someone.
Right.
Nikki, if you that, why can't nobody come to you? Because you're insecure about it, or do you truly possess it, or what's tea? Find out.
And
on
it's
the
like
next
she could tell anybody else when they're insecure,
right? But
when somebody be like, "Oh, this might be an insecurity you got," and now and your freckles is fake, bitch. And it's like, damn, like shit.
Mind you, says it was just somewhere lying, minding her business.
Minding her business, lying on tour. Love that.
If you want to bully somebody, bully Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney deserves the utmost.
Are these? I was trying to check the brand of my.
I only wear Levi's. Those are Levi's.
Okay.
Yes. I would never step foot in a goddamn American Eagle.
Okay.
But it's so sickening. And
you put the glasses.
Because I gotta get real serious right now. Because Sydney Sweeney every day is becoming more as equally, if not more, unlikable than her character on Euphoria.
Ugh.
Cassie sucked. Sydney sucks even more.
Yeah.
And I knew that prior to any of this shit, but when I saw her at Jeff Bezos' wedding, like Charlize Theron said, they suck. They're all losers. Shout out Charlize Theron. Sydney Sweeney was at that wedding, titties out.
Ugh, put them big ass shits away.
Titties out. Yabos out.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'm not one to shy away from a nice set of titties. Okay.
Put them up right now.
But we sick as, that's all you got. But so the first controversial thing that I heard Sydney Sweeney do, and then we'll get into the branding, we'll get into American Eagle because they also suck. And this was sent to a target audience. But I knew Sydney Sweeney was shitty, A, because she played Cassie so well.
Mm-hmm.
B, she had a soap come out that I believe she kind of, I don't know if it was she used like her bath water to make it or like her scent or something, and then left a little penis-sized hole in it.
What?
Yeah. So now you targeting incels.
Oh.
That's the dynamic of America that you want. You want to be, you've been branded as this, character to be lusted over. So now your brand is
your big doughy eyes
to be lusted over.
Ugh.
But I wanna Sydney Sweeney, I think she's just an airhead.
She's a pawn.
And also she had that I think it was a 60th birthday party for her father where the whole theme was MAGA. So I'm like, it didn't say make America great again, but it said make 60 great again or some shit like that. I'm like, word on the street is you got a brunkle, you got a brother uncle. Do you really want to be talking about genetics? But, I haven't done my research on that yet, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I want to talk to American Eagle. Because American Eagle, in the social, political, cultural state that we are in, are consciously promoting what I would call Nazi propaganda about the idea of good and bad genetics. Let's talk about eugenics real quick. Okay, quick history lesson. First, we'll define eugenics. You know what eugenics is. To my audience, eugenics is the theory that claims it is possible to perfect people and groups through genetics or genes and the scientific law of inheritance. Let's put that in layman's terms. It's a pseudoscience that says that there are good genes, and so we will farm our people to procreate to create these good genes, and we will leave the bad genes out. So now American Eagle saying that, having an ad that says Sydney Sweeney has good genes. Sydney Sweeney being a blonde-haired,
and genes is spelled
white woman. Genes is spelled Genes. Crossed out. They
With
bring
the genes.
in genes.
Yeah.
But now you've mentioned, not just because Brooke Shields did an ad for Gap in the 90s when she was 14. And it was a similar thing. She went into the science of how genetics work. There was no, stark opinion that there are good genes and that there are bad genes. It was just, this is what genetics are. This is what genetics creates. Brooke Shields was only 14 at the time.
That's forgivable.
So, but they're traumatizing Brooke again with this American Eagle ad, because now you are saying, all right, we got good genes and we got bad genes. And so the father of eugenics is Francis Galton. I think I pronounced his name right, who is the cousin of Charles Darwin. Darwin is the pioneer of evolution. We came from monkeys. So these you
got a monkey sound effect. We need some chimps or some shit right there.
So these two cousins are now, I don't think it was at the same time, but the Francis coined the term in a book, 1883 book called Inquiries into Human, I think it's Fertility and Development. And so now we've got eugenics being kind of like, it's rooted in the Greek word that's talking about being of good birth or of good stock. So now it's like, if you're born with these genes, you're of good stock. You're of a healthy stock. We want to make more of you. But the idea of eugenics is that intelligence could be inherited. which now moves us into racism and moves us into selecting what's good and what's bad now. And you believe in the superiority of genes. You believe that intellect is inherited, so you must believe that there is an inferior gene, which most likely in 1883 you're gonna be talking about black people,
right,
or anybody that's not white,
right.
So now we move into scientific racism, where we have this misappropriation of legitimate science in order to fuel an agenda. And it's just like, if we get into some of the early supporters of eugenics, it would be the people who are modern day xenophobic, anti-Semites, sexist, colonialist, and imperialist. All of those things argue a certain type of superiority. So you've got xenophobia, any race that's not my race.
Yeah.
And, you know, so it's so interesting because now we're just in the history of it. So by the 1920s, we had all these elite government structures kind of rooted in the idea of like eugenics is legit. So the most, you know, we got it in Germany, obviously 1933 Germany with, you know, that little man, the US, Great Britain, Italy, Mexico, Canada. In 1933 Germany is the most prominent application of eugenics. We had eliminated at least 70,000 adults and 5,200 children. The minorities, the disabled, and the LGBT community. I mentioned the disabled because in our current government regime, there was I think it was not a bill, but we just had something passed that focuses on not eradicating, but handling mental illness in America. The homeless are mentally ill. The LGBT community is often unhoused because of, not being accepted by family. So now we getting into like, it's called the, what is it? I think it's 5240 or 5420 or something. That's the bill. But it's ending crime and disorder on American streets. We'll get into that because the way this bill is worded, you would think it's the most beautiful shit in the world. But if we know how this shit...
Do we have time to go through a bill?
No, we're not going to go through all of it. But I'm just talking... But now, because... now it's just historically...
Yeah.
It's looking like preparation for 1933 Germany.
Okay, I was like, because I know you're trying to go somewhere.
I'm putting it together. So remember, we got minorities, the disabled, and the LGBT. So that was just a brief history of eugenics. History of eugenics in America, we all know, stems from the fear of something called miscegenation, which is the sexual relationships and procreation between two different races, but especially when one of the people in the race is white, because then they go into, race suicide. The savior, they're trying to save the white race.
Right. Because
they said by a certain year, the entire population would look mixed. They're gonna be like, where are all the white people at? So I got all of this I got to shout out the National Human Genome Research Institute for all this information. But now because we just had the repeal or the reframing of Roe v. Wade. Yep. And Margaret Sanger was not very vocal about eugenics, but she says, and I quote, "There are abnormally high rates of fertility by a biological menace, specifically the unstable majority of people living in city slums." So if you think about socially, right, there's an idea that Black people have this high fertility rate. There's this idea that Black people are not intelligent, but they procreating, so we got to slow that down. I believe, I don't remember where the data comes from, but I believe it was white women who were getting the most abortions on the pill. So this repeal or this reframing of this thing seems like it's a way to save the white race, because now it's more, more black women having
like
children.
Y'all having the most issues procreating.
The most issues, because white women don't want no kids.
Right.
At least not yet.
Like, can I travel the world first? Can we launch this $1 billion company?
I'm just like, so the way it's putting it together, you're trying to subdue the procreation of a certain race. Mm-hmm. You're trying to highlight that there are certain genes that we need, certain people that we need to procreate because of this fear of miscegenation. And I'm like, you talking all of this, but the whole eugenics thing is like, this idea of racial purity comes from, trigger warning, incest. Mm. There was no way to keep the bloodline pure than from marrying your first cousin.
Oh my God.
and then keeping that going by marrying your second first cousin. I'm like, Charles V married his cousin, Princess Isabella of Portugal. They had their son Philip, and he married his first cousin, Maria Manuela of Portugal. They had their son Carlos, and that nigga was deemed clinically insane. The Holy Roman Emperor Francis II married his first cousin, Maria Theresa of Naples. They had their son, Ferdinand I, and he had neurological difficulties, including epilepsy and a speech impediment.
What?
So, it's just like, again, historically, we're repositioning ourselves back into a certain sort of dynamic between the races and trying to promote, because now Dunkin' Donuts got a fucking ad about jeans.
What is it?
It's the guy from The Summer I Got Pretty, and basically he was talking about how his tan is genetic, but he's been in controversy for being a little MAGA racist-y. So
I know what show that is. I'm trying to think which guy.
It's the
Do you know his name?
I don't know his name. I just know he got a dumb face and I hate looking at it. But I'm just like, why is Dunkin' Donuts talking about jeans? Y'all can't even make coffee well.
I'm like, y'all, you doing a lot to compete with. They said, oh, Starbucks is funding war.
Now's our time, and you gonna jump into the eugenics bag.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm like, I follow this
Dunkin' Donuts,
right? Like Dunkin' Donuts type shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all first keep flies out of the fucking establishment. I feel like I'm in Holy Moly Donut Shop. It be flies in that motherfucker. My coffee always tastes like ass. I'm just like, get that right first. Yeah, I'm just like, 9, nigga, you can't. No.
Can I get a number knocked?
Not knocked. It's sickening. Yeah, so I'm just, but I follow a creator. I forget her name.
Blur that out, nigga.
You gonna have to twice. Twice.
I'll make sure the camera was on you.
I'm cracking up. But so I follow this creator who went into like the idea of the marketing behind the American Eagle ad. I think her name's Amanda. I'm not 1,000% sure. Mm-hmm. I'll have to double back. But she mentioned how, yes, this was an ad for a target audience. And she didn't get into the target audience, but we know who it is. It's white people. It's this Americana forward ad. You got people talking about, yeah, this is true American advertising. It's that group. So, but it's also
people funding.
They hit
keeping that store open.
I'm like, they hit the mark on getting. This ad is being talked about in so many places. The short-term effects of this sort of advertising.
It's a rage bait.
It was I know about rage bait. I rage bait my girlfriend so hard, and it works every time.
A rage bait.
But it was a rage bait for the people who are socially aware. Mm-hmm. But it was like, it's seeming like this is a more prominent percentage of America. 70 million people voted for this nigga Donald Trump. So this is like, let's get them out. So the short term, reward granted, because here we are sitting talking about it on episode 5. Mm-hmm. It's the long term effects that the creators noted that when it comes to, because a brand will have to rebrand again. So in 2 to 3 years, where you think American Eagle is going to be? And it's like,
I'm actually shocked. It's been a very quiet brand.
Yeah, for
this to be the most prominent thing, and it's so disruptive.
It was smart marketing. Yeah. But socially, it's just like, I don't feel like they're gonna come back from this. And it's so interesting to be kind of in alignment with the Ralph Lauren Oak Bluffs drop because that's centering a certain demographic as well. It's a black collab. And it was done so gracefully. Now we again, black people not really supposed to be fucking with Ralph Lauren, but the Oaks Bluff collab is just like, this shit is beautiful. And so you've got one that seems like, and it was so funny because I think Abercrombie and Old Navy replied to American Eagle's ad. And I think Old Navy had like a very diverse group of women talking about how, you know, your jeans are just supposed to make you feel comfortable in your skin. And I was like, that
I like that.
You had an opportunity and you took it. And I be forgetting that Old Navy be existing, but now I remember.
Look, I could buy him some khakis. Cool.
I could buy a shirt or two. I buy my drawers from Old Navy, so it's like I get it. But I think that it's just an important, because I feel like my side of TikTok and my side of social media hopped on this immediately. But I fear that it also might have gone missed. But the amount of black people I saw in American Eagle yesterday when I was at work, I was like, oh yeah, I didn't.
Listen, it's nothing. First of all, I love that segment. So we're going to have to figure out like how to implement that type of.
Listen,
give it a name. But
I'm always here to
gotta be some history,
quick
some
history
drop.
lesson. Yes.
What I was gonna say was revolution and true revolution. All of that before it like is mobilized. It's internal.
Yeah.
So for you to say. It looked like on a larger scale outside they missed the mark. Why is niggas still in American Eagle? However, there's the yous and the me's and that collective of people. We are planning.
Yeah.
We are acknowledging.
Yeah, I'm always gonna be a whistleblower.
We are blowing the whistle, and then we will rally the tribe, rally the troops. That's how that goes. You don't just fuck to Sparta. Like you don't just do that. We know the outcome of that. But for me, it's like it's one of those things too, where it's like people are like, I'm not affected. I don't shop there anyway. Yeah. But it's like no, on a larger scale, the message is affecting you on a larger scale, how it ties in politically. It's bigger than your jeans, bitch. We're not just literally talking about
your fucking slim fit jeans.
We're not literally talking about that.
Yeah.
I wear Telfar jeans anyway. That's fucking fabulous. Shout out to Telfar.
Shout out to Telfar for dropping that video of what's his name? Chris.
I don't know the last name.
Sales. I don't want to say it's Chris Sales because that might be that other nigga from YouTube.
It don't matter. What was the video?
But it was the video of him. He was trying to send aid to Gaza and was interfered by Israeli police, and now we don't know where the fuck he at. Shout out Telfar for putting that video out and trying to get that man home, because that man is vocal.
It's time for another telly then.
Yeah, I need my Telfar bag back.
It's time for I don't have it.
No, you don't got it.
Oh,
I know exactly where it is.
Yeah, I don't have it. I'm about to start wearing Diana's though. But yeah, I think we mobilizing.
Yeah.
I just think right now it's the acknowledging and the figuring out, like, first of all, let's identify what we even need to be.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely
standing against and that type of shit. So it's two sides to this conversation right now. It's the initial spark of this conversation, which is it's the initial part of the conversation, which was what? OGs versus RNs, but in the umbrella of a generational divide. Why does that need to be mended and discussed? Because there needs to be a solution of some sort of uniformity, some
unity.
Union.
Yeah,
some union needs to be the form there. Some healing needs to be done there. Some bridges need to be gapped there. Why? So that we can rally.
Yeah, because we'll need that unity.
You're going to need the
socially.
OG just like you're going to need RN with some endurance.
Yeah, I'm just like, we need that uniformity amongst the generations and among people. I'm very, right now, always have been. I'm very anti-establishment. I'm very anti-government, anti-police. But I've never been anti-racism, obviously. But I've never been anti-people.
Right.
Okay, I'm not going to tie a person down to a title, but you also have to know the program and the system that you're working within is flawed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say, I'm not one of those people that, there are good cops, there are good people in those uniforms that are supporting those establishments that are regardless. The whole Brother in Blue thing, I love watching Law and Order because it gives me a little bit of insight. Olivia Benson, shout out Mariska, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
For so many seasons, she was Brothers in Blue. I'll never rat on my fellow.
And she evolved.
Character
development.
because she got called out. It was like, Olivia, you a little racist.
Yeah.
You got some prejudices.
Yeah.
And you was supporting Elliot Stabler as beating the shit out of colored criminals.
We want to see more of that character development.
I want to see more of that character development. I want people to understand that this establishment is only for the 1%, and the capitalism got y'all believing, well, once I get to the 1%, it's not going to affect me. But I can't get behind.
You got to be alive to get to the 1%.
I can't get behind anyone who wants to rise up out of a problem so it's not their problem anymore, rather than eradicate the problem.
That's fair. That's it. Everybody is not a rebel. That's not the spirit of everyone.
I get it.
I just said if you're not going to. Because here's the things, there's a vast majority of people that are not that, right? There's going to be people like you that see that and are like, no, fuck that. We're not here to put a Band-Aid on this on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to tear this whole shit down. We're trying to have a tower moment and then rebuild it. Everybody's not that. Some people do believe they just infiltrate the system and we little by little will spark blah 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 blah. While all of that is fine and dandy, you can't knock how somebody feels called to use their voice and platform. However, if you can't sleep well at night, truly, if you feel you 20 years into your career and you still ain't fulfilled, you still ain't infiltrated that system, it's highly likely that you need to pivot into trying to become part of that minority of people that is trying to eradicate the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps that's what we're seeing now. Nicki Minaj ain't just start being bonkers. Mm-hmm. It's just people are shifting their perspective and what they're willing to tolerate within that industry now from certain power players. Mm-hmm.
But I also think that, like, because, and again, this is, respect your opinion. I think that it's hard, but it's very possible to become your own system. Kind of like you said. I think, it feels to me like just trying to paint over a condemned house rather than just demolishing that shit and building another one in its place. That's kind of my thing. It's just like, this system has not worked for the majority of minorities for years, whether it be those who are in the majority of people who lack proper funded public school systems. Now they're trying to privatize schools, whether it's the people that lack proper education, whether it's the people that lack the money, whether it's the people that are the scapegoat of the system. I think trying to figure out a way to infiltrate that system that's been here since the dawn of time and colonialism, it's just like we've been doing that for a while and it's not working. So I think,
that's the pivot.
And I'm kind of like, because it kind of reminds me of Clips. Now Clips is independent. They're not working in the entertainment industry like they used to.
Niggas is 50 years into their career.
But it's
so I'm just saying, it take time.
But we got the OGs that can show us how to do it earlier.
Absolutely.
So I'm just like, now that they've showed us how to get out of the system, now that we see that it's possible to get out the system.
Right. Find your OGs, your real OGs.
Yeah, bridge the gap. Yeah. So that they can help you get out the system. Damn, Nipsey was a great rapper, but that nigga was a grassroots activist if I ain't never seen one.
Let's talk about that the next episode.
Yes.
I had a whole this week of fucking all of these music activations and industry roundtables. We got to just talk about how a person can create an ecosystem.
Absolutely.
And because I think that's my mission right now. I don't feel called to be top 5 rapper. It's just gonna be top 5 impact,
Mm-hmm.
top 5 ecosystems,
Mm-hmm.
top 5 powerhouse,
Mm-hmm.
that type of thing.
Yeah. It's just
It's that time.
It's that time. It's that time. I'm sick of working within shitty systems. And there is a way. It might take time and it might take a lot of hard work. I understand a label throwing you 1-2 mil for a deal just seemed like the way to go. I understand that going to the ballots might be how you get active in the government system and voting and stuff like that. I know voting's not easy because they never made it easy for anybody. A fucking 10-minute litmus test or a literacy test would let us know that they don't want to make it easy. But if it's easy, it's usually not worth it.
Type shit.
And so I'm just like, long treacherous roads.
Listen,
ahead.
we on them though.
Absolutely,
we on them. I think we
walk them head high.
That part. This is episode 5. And it's the conversation is only getting deeper.
Absolutely.
And really, these is not just episodes. These are CTAs. These are call to actions.
Absolutely.
So like, lock in.
Absolutely.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow us on IG at the
Absolutely.
Midseason Podcast.
Absolutely.
And stick around because I got bars for you.
Cracking up.
Chains and whips, my boy.
Chains and whips
You was
beat the
ready to
brakes off the
goddamn-
system. I'm just like,
Nigga said, hold on because there's a bill.
I'm like, no, cause